Right, so in this video, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do ways to prevent mould build-up in your washing machine. Something that I actually was planning to do a video of, so I am now going to make it. So obviously I've had this machine now just over 2 years, and I've had it 2 years, and there is virtually no more. There's a bit of debris in there. I've literally just got in from work. Some hands are pretty grimy. But I've had this machine 2 years and there's virtually no mould build-up. And I'm going to show you ways that I've done it and the ways that have worked in order to prevent mould. So first one, as you can see, is I leave the detergent drawer just ajar. You don't have to leave it as far as that. That's just far enough. When you leave it closed after a hot wash, you will tend to find that, let's get the light in, there we go. You will tend to find that after a hot 95-degree wash, or a 60, or even a 40 is warm enough to create some sort of moisture around here, you will notice that it's enough to put mould onto these jets. Now, this one obviously needs a bit of clean, so I will clean it after this video. I'm going to clean it. But in terms of mould and black mould, there's virtually nothing in there. Again, this basically just dries out the dispenser drawer so that it can't go damp, which damp is that what is creating the mould in a dispenser drawer. You can see I've used probably too much powder in some videos or some loads, and it just overflows a little bit. That's all right. So keeping the detergent drawer ajar after a hot wash prevents damp in your detergent drawer, which would then build up mould. Again, just leave it ajar. You don't have to leave it all the way out. Just ajar is just enough so that it can dry out within an hour or so. Again, I tend to just leave it like that. Okay, another source of mould, hello, me light's alive, is in the drum under the door seal. This is a common area of mould. Water tends to sit on top of this seal, then leaving the, again with this door, leave it ajar. I tend to leave it all the way open sometimes, but mould will build up here, in here, and sometimes if you have a jet, which my one doesn't have a jet, but this one comes off of a door seal that probably does have a jet, or that's where the jet would be. The jet can get mould in it as well. So again, just not everyone's going to do it, but you could probably stick a cloth in there once after every wash, just get out any residual moisture. Now again, wiping down the door seal is a very, very good way to dry out the door seal to prevent mould and dampness. So again, if you want to wipe the door seal out with a J cloth or a microfiber to soak up some of the residual moisture, get that's a big word, residual. In my case, I don't really need to do that because again, it's actually warm enough in this laundry room, especially when the dryer is going. It does get a little bit warm in here. Just leave the door open ajar and the door seal can dry out quite nicely. Another common thing is these here, you might just be able to start to see it. Tad bit of powder residue. It's probably because I haven't cleaned it for about a week and a half now. So because we live in a hard water area, sometimes we get a lot of powder residue along here. And again, just keeping the machine clean, wiping down, running a drum clean every so often. This one does have a special one which drenches the door seal up here, basically all the way around. It's enough to coat the seals in here and after that as well. If mould does build up, just run it on a drum clean with some citric acid. Is one of the best things for it. acid also breaks down mould as well as limescale. Limescale is another big problem that we face here in a hard water area. But again, running a 95 with citric acid or a dishwash tablet will keep it nice and fresh. I would say there's no problems with this heater in the last 2 years. Done just absolutely perfect. But I would say, looking at this door seal and the start of the drum, probably you could do with a drum clean today or tomorrow. Yeah, quite a bit of powder residue. One other thing I did notice quickly before we go is on this machine, if you pull back the seal here, pull it away, you can see, well, you can't see, you will in about 30 seconds, there we go, just about see that, all that powder residue around the plastic tub. There you go. All that is detergent residue. Oh, you can see it now perfectly. You can see that is actually powder residue. Again, clean, we'll get rid of that perfectly. So again, that's just all powder residue. So yeah, like I say, just leaving things ajar, your door, we'll just pop that back in. Apart from that, that's a couple of ways that you can keep your machine nice and fresh for whenever you need it next. I hope this has been helpful. Yeah, stay tuned and I'll see you soon.